Hi everyone, Neil Welch, agility coach here, and I want to talk you through today one of the factors that's really important for developing our sidestep speed. Okay, and that's pre-activation. Now pre-activation is all about what the muscles do before the leg hits the floor. Okay, so what I'm talking about is you come in for your sidestep, we want all the muscles down the leg as much as possible to engage, ready for your push-off. If we're very slow at that, by the time the leg hits the floor, force comes up through the floor, through the ground, in through the joints, and we have to then react to that, and that slows down our sidestep. Whereas instead, if we can get all the muscles really engaged early on, we can get a faster ground contact time, which we know is related to improved performance in our cuts, and that's really going to develop our on-pitch performance then. So we need to think about ways in which we can train this really important quality of pre-activation. And we can do that with some very basic exercises. Now I'm going to talk you through an exercise that we call a drop squat. Now first of all, I want to make sure we're on board with our positioning, okay? Now when people talk about squats, very often they're talking about a very upright position. You know, when we're in the gym, we may be performing the front squats, we want to get a very quad dominant exercise, and that's fine in the gym, but I don't want this very upper body upright position while I cut. We talked about that in another video for controlling our upper body trunk sway. So instead, what I'm looking for is a more hip dominant position that we end up in. You know, we talked about our athletic stance. Okay, so we've got a bit of width on the feet, the weight is going to be towards the ball of the foot, and you see my hips have just moved back a little bit, a slight forward lean on the upper body. That's the end position that we're looking for in these drop squats. Okay, so a drop squat then is just a really easy exercise of going from upright down into that dropped, squatted, ready position. Okay, again, weights on the front of the foot, we've got a broad base of support with our feet, and as I said before, the bum's gone backwards, the trunk is forward a little bit. Now the other key part with this exercise, we talked about wanting to develop performance, and performance in this case means speed, is it's got to be fast. There's no point in me performing my drop squats where I've got a really spongy, soft, slow landing, because that's not going to cross over onto my on-pitch performance. It's not going to speed up my sidestep. So what I'm looking for is we get nice and upright on the ball of the foot, and then we're dropping down as fast as we can into that drop squat position that we talked about. Again, weight on the front of the foot, wide base of support, and hip dominant position. So again, I'll show you from side on, nice and light on the front of the feet, and we drop into our drop squat ready to go. Now when we're training as well, we want to make sure that we're developing both sides in the same way. So there's no point having a real fast pre-activation on one side and being slow and spongy off the other. So the next progression with this is to try and develop your pre-activation one leg at a time. And the way we get after that is with a single leg drop squat. Again, same sort of position to start, and then we're dropping into that single leg drop squat position. Again, from side on, it's the hips have gone back, upper body's leaning forward slightly and the weight's on the front of the foot. Okay, and we're looking for as much speed in that movement as possible. So a double leg drop squat, single leg drop squat, real easy to throw in at the beginning of your exercise sessions, in your warm-ups before you go on pitch, or even in between sets in the gym, just to start developing that muscle pre-activation. Give them a go on double leg and on single leg.